My heart is full. It is so exciting to see all of you here, our good friends, our wonderful supporters. Without loyal friends, it's not happening. And I want to thank you. Before I say any more, I want to introduce a very special friend. Those of you who were at our membership meeting heard me tell the story of the fact that last Friday I was going off to Lincoln Center for medical school graduation for one of our young men, because Brad told me I couldn't call him one of our boys, even though St. Bernard's calls him an old boy. I keep talking to Stuart about that, but he's not listening. And his mother, Linda Mondesire, is here, and she wants to tell you a little bit of the story of this young man and a family whose life was affected by their experience with early steps. Linda Mondesire.
Hi, how are you? Okay, I've known Jackie for 21 years with my son. Okay, I'm not telling your age, but
I tell it all the time.
early steps really made a difference in my son's life and mine. And she came to my son's graduation last Friday. And when I came here this morning, I kind of wrote a little bit because I wanted her to write something for her newsletter. So instead of me trying to tell you, do you mind if I read it? Okay, all right, I read this. Okay, although it's a new beginning for Ija Mondesire Crump, it's a grand finale and success for Early Steps family. 21 years ago, an Early Steps child, now an alumnus, started at St. Bernard School and graduated in 1998, receiving the Michael Wallstein Science Prize. This school provided an excellent foundation with role models that helped formulate his growing personality. He then went on to Riverdale Country School. And this school, from my perspective, provided an excellent continuation and made the teenage years with my son go by with a lot of ease. Okay, these two Early Step schools set a solid foundation for him to attend Harvard and Mount Sinai Medical School. Just a few days ago, Jackie Pelza attended, she witnessed an Early Steps success story. She had waited 21 years to see the end results of her babies. And boy, are they delivering right now. They are. Ija was hooded physician at Mount Sinai's graduation that took place at the Lincoln Center on Friday, May 13, 2011. He's going to practice surgery at Roosevelt St. Luke's Hospital. And it's pretty interesting that in 1987, when first confronted with the application for Early Steps, I didn't really take it serious. Not at all. I was very familiar with the program, or let me just correct that. I wasn't very familiar with the program, nor the independent schools that were connected with it. I was a single parent and a beginning teacher. So I was on a beginning teacher's salary at that time. There was contentment to have my son comfortably situated within the public school system since I was a teacher and I taught there, and I actually believed that everyone was going to teach the same way that I was. I had that passion and everything else, and I thought all teachers were the same. I felt the quality wouldn't be any different, and that the two systems, which was an independent school and the public school, was very similar. You all know I was wrong. And I have to admit, 21 years later, that the Early Steps program made a real big difference for me. It really did. The good friend who told me about it insisted that I fill out the application, and I complied almost unwillingly. It was also the last minute, and I only got to, view a couple of schools. St. Bernard's was one of them. And I'm not sure if you are familiar with Libby Foster. But Libby Foster was the admissions director at the time at St. Bernard's, and she was just absolutely wonderful. She's a wonderful human being. So there he went, to St. Bernard's. And I have to honestly say, you know, nobody's here from St. Bernard's, but it was the ultimate experience, you know, in learning and teaching, you know, because it was an all-boys school, and I was just talking to the young lady over there. She's at Spence, and I'm with all boys, and I really believe in gender, you know, in gender-based schools. So anyway, he went to St. Bernard's and acted as though he belonged there, and truly he did. St. Bernard's treated him just like everybody else, and